A while back, when we were talking about passing named functions into other functions, we wrote a simple compose function. The compose function we created basically passed some data into one of the provided functions, then the return value from this function was passed into the other function. At the time, I told you there was a much better way of combining or composing functions than the way we did it in that video. Well, it's time to look at the better option I was referring to in that video. Elixir has an operator called the pipe operator, which is a combination of the pipe and the greater than characters. The way the pipe operator works is like this. First, you start with an expression or a value, then you add the pipe operator, followed by another function. What the pipe operator does is pass the value on the left-hand side to the function on the right-hand side as the first parameter. So for example, say we've got the string Elixir is cool, and let's say we'd like to split it up into a list of words. Well, the normal way of calling the split function would be to call string.split, passing in the data we want to act on as the first parameter, then possibly more parameters depending on the function being used. In this case, I'll just pass in a single white space as the pattern used to split the string up. Now, if we wanted to, we could perform the same function call using the pipe operator by first starting with the string Elixir is cool, then we can use the pipe operator followed by the function we're wanting to call, the string module's split function. Now, it's important to remember, when you're using the pipe operator, the value on the left-hand side gets passed into the function on the right-hand side as the first parameter. If you need to pass any other parameters into the function on the right-hand side, you'll just go ahead and do it, skipping what would normally be the first parameter. So in our example, I'll just pass in a string with a single white space. Now when I press enter, we see the 3 words in a list. Okay, you might be thinking, what's the big deal? These are both doing the same thing in a slightly different way. Well, the nice part about the pipe operator is you can keep on piping to other functions. So for example, if I just wanted to get the first word in the list, I can add another pipe operator, then I can use the HD function, which returns the head of the list, which again is the first element in the list. Okay, then maybe you decide you'd like to make all the letters in the string uppercase, so you just pipe it to the string module's uppercase function. Now, one of the nice things about the pipe operator is that your code is very readable. In this example, I just read from left to right and I know exactly what's going on. Now contrast this expression with this equivalent expression using the normal function call syntax. I don't know about you, but I'd much rather look at code like this over code that looks like this. Now there are certain things you'll do in Elixir where the pipe operator works really well. In particular, when you're doing multiple transformations on enumerables such as lists. But we need to look at a simpler concept first, which is how you do even one transformation on a list, and that's what we'll start looking at in the next video.